Mr. Speaker, I've now found the volume setting the relevant law. It is volume 3 of the County Assembly's document in answer to the question by the Honorable Senator Kalwale. At page, I believe, 37 of our Bado volume 3, we have reproduced section 24, page 37 of the Assembly's volume 3. We have produced section 24 of the Public Officer Ethics Act. And it is clear from that section 1, for purposes of compliance with chapter 6, one can take responsibility for acting through others. And in this case, we humbly submit the governor has been acting through her husband. Number 2, this is how, Mr. Speaker, you know the governor was acting through her husband. In October 2022, the husband is seen on the video saying, "These officers shall never return to office, court order or no court order." And true to his utterance, the governor ensures that they don't return for a full 365 days. And while at it, Mr. Speaker, in any event, I keep repeating, there is a conviction as we speak. And that conviction is res judicata. That is to that matter is closed as a legal question because it has not been appealed to a higher court within the time required by law. So as we speak right now, the governor is actually a convict. And those are not my words. There is a court order to that effect.
Now, Honorable Senator, we have 6 more witnesses to call. And if you read the program, we are supposed to stretch it to 7 p.m. And therefore, I will take one clarification from this side and another one here. Most of these clarifications, you'll pick them as we hear the witnesses. Senator Haji Faki.
Mine is to both the council and council for the county assembly and the witness. There were proceedings for the High Court in Meru, where the county secretary, according to the judgment and according to the ruling, was found to be guilty of contempt. And the matter is still ongoing. The punishment has not been meted. Now, isn't that subjecting the governor to a double jeopardy? Because he is facing the proceedings before the court in Meru are still alive. And counsel for the governor said earlier that they were actually in court this morning. And here we are, you want us to impeach the governor based on the same set of facts. Isn't this a double jeopardy, which in law is not allowed? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, that's a legal question. I heard it was addressed to both me and the witness. I don't know whether the witness is able to answer.
Proceed. He belongs to your side. You can answer for him.
First of all, Mr. Speaker, it is not correct to say that the question of whether the governor is guilty of contempt is in court. What is in court is the question of sentencing. The question of liability is settled. The only other thing that is in court is the question of purging the contempt. So there is no question of double jeopardy. As a matter of fact, Mr. Speaker, the rule of double jeopardy does not apply to proceedings of impeachment. There are several rulings by the Supreme Court itself that says, and I can quote the Sonko case, the Martin Nyaga Wambora case, that say impeachment is not about civil or criminal liability. It is about political accountability. It is about ethics. It is about the type of leadership, the type of persons we want holding certain offices. And that is why you find the Article 181 is about may be removed on any of the following, and it talks of gross misconduct. Gross misconduct need not even be a criminal or civil offense. It can be anything that attracts serious moral censure. It talks of gross violation of the Constitution or other law. And in short, all we are saying, the Supreme Court has already answered this question of double jeopardy. And that is why even the Court of Appeal itself and the High Court in Meru, guided by the Supreme Court, refused to stop this Senate from sitting on these charges and making it whatever decision it will make, because the courts have already confirmed it is not about legalese and splitting legal heirs or civil or criminal liability. It's a question whether the governor accused of the things we are accusing her and which will prove is the type of governor we want to see holding a public office within the meaning of Chapter 6 of our Constitution. It is not a legal matter, Mr. Speaker. And I'm lastly told, if this can be let to happen, then all I need to always avoid impeachment, which is actually what the governor tried to do at the High Court and the Court of Appeal, why she failed. All I need to ensure as a governor, if this were unanswered, to ensure Article 81 is dead, is to ensure whenever I commit a breach of the Constitution, there is a court case like happened in this matter, where proxies were obtained to file various suits in court so that they can come under the pretext. And even in your own standing orders, Mr. Speaker, as well as those of the County Assembly, you note the mere fact that a matter is in court does not stop the Senate or even the National Assembly. You can even take notice, Mr. Speaker, that as we speak, there has been a matter in Shakahola, which is in various courts, criminal courts, and I've seen committees of parliament examining the same persons who are facing not